Shirley didn't seem to like Louise at all. This rather puzzled Caroline. You don't like Louise, do you? She asked her friend. Is this because he's only a poor tutor? He isn't a mill owner like his brother, is he? Would he be your friend if he were something better? He isn't Robert's brother, Shirley replied. Yes, he is, Caroline defended her cousin. He doesn't look like his brother. It's true. Certainly, he isn't as handsome, but he's very intelligent and kind too. Enough of this, Caroline. Let's not speak of the Moors. Mr. Simpson, Shirley's uncle, wanted his niece to marry. That was the main reason why he had brought his family to Fieldhead House. He wanted to find a husband for the young woman. He had suggested the names of the three men to her, but the two of them couldn't agree. Unlike her uncle, Shirley was very romantic and easygoing. She was also very determined. Nobody would take charge of her life for her. Shirley was finally persuaded to meet one of the suggested men. He was a local landowner, Sir Philip Nunley. He was quiet and intelligent, and Shirley respected him. She enjoyed being with him. This didn't mean, however, that she wanted to marry him. Mr. Simpson, of course, was encouraged when he saw the two of them together. One day Mr. York met Lois Moore. York started to talk about Sir Philip and Miss Calder. Your brother will lose his chance if he stays away any longer. Robert and Miss Calder asked Louise. He was puzzled. Oh, yes, came the reply. She likes him very well enough, and he's a better man than Nunley. Some days later, during a lesson, Henry told his tutor some bad news. Shirley was very ill. She might even die. This was hard to believe. Louise, however, decided to speak to Shirley and discover the truth for himself. Yes, Louise, Shirley told the tutor when he asked. I am in a great danger. A few days ago, I was bitten on the arm by a dog. I learned later that the dog had rabies. Rabies can kill you, interrupted Louise in alarm. He knew that it often led to a slow and painful death. Yes, I know, but I didn't want to tell anyone. I cleaned and covered the bite myself. You should have told us earlier, Louise argued. We would have sent for a doctor. Why didn't you tell me? Oh, Louise, you can be so proud and cold. That is only because I am poor and a simple toddler, and I have to treat you with a certain distance. You have been two very different people with me. You have been my pupil. You have also been a rich landowner. I never know which you will be if I speak to you. But enough of this. We must get you to a doctor at once. Later that day, the doctor called. He examined Shirley's arm. The wound was healthy, he said. Everyone was very pleased. In fact, they later learned that the dog hadn't had rabies, so Shirley's life wasn't in danger. Shirley thanked Louise for calling the doctor. While they were together, she then asked him about his brother. Robert has been in London for some time, Louise explained. Do you want him to return? Should I tell him? Please don't say that. Don't say that I want him to come back. Just tell him that it would be good for the mill if he were here. Say nothing more than that. The next day, news arrived from Birmingham. The leaders of the machine breakers had been sent to prison there. Robert Moore was still in London. Perhaps he was afraid to return to Hollowmill. That's what some people thought. In fact, Moore was on his way home when he met by chance Hiram York on the road. Why have you stayed away so long, Robert? York asked him. I have been worried about you. You will lose your chance to win Shirley Calder. She may be Lady Nunley before Christmas. Moore smiled. Have I completely lost my chance? He asked. Well, Nunley isn't a real man, York explained. He spends his time writing poetry, so now that you are back, you may have a chance. Moore laughed aloud this time. Miss Kilder is interrupted in my business. She even lent me £5,000, he said. I thought she liked me, but I made a mistake. Were you in love with her? York went on. I found her attractive. She was interesting, but we were never really close. On the other hand, marriage to a rich young landowner had its advantages, so I asked her to marry me. I thought she would expect me to ask her. What did she say? Asked York. At first she said nothing, so I made my offer again. She was very angry. This wasn't a matter of business. She told me it was true that she liked me, but she didn't love me. She was sorry if I had misunderstood her. After this, I left for London. It was best to disappear for some time, I felt. The two men rode on. At one point, Moore's horse stopped for water. As York rode slowly ahead, a man jumped up from behind a wall. Suddenly, there was the sound of a gun. When York turned around, Moore was lying on the ground.